Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports betting show. Tune in live every Thursday at 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let us make you a more successful sports bettor.
Good morning, everybody. Cappers Nation Live, Sunday game day edition. Glad to have everybody here. Welcome. It is Sunday. Edward, the show never ends. This show never ends. Welcome, everybody. Sunday, the 26th of January. Kyle with Cappers Direct, bringing you Cappers Nation Live. Daily, 7-day-a-week live show right here on Twitch, Periscope, the live website, Cappers Direct. Welcome, everybody. Let's make this a fantastic. Yesterday we had a little in between. Yesterday morning, William tuning in via text message. Thanks, brother. Gonna do a full recap of everything that we had yesterday, from the good, the bad, the ugly. Freeze frames me. Full recap of everything coming up. Michael, you're very welcome. Michael says, good morning, y'alls. Once again, another great day ahead. Morning, Kyle, saying thanks now for later, just in case I forget. All good, brother, and you're welcome. Beats by Bugs, what's going on? Welcome. Ryan, Michael, Alex, Hudat, Bob, Edward, Neverends, KC, Shane in the house. Georgie St. Mosfidal, that looks like a new non-familiar face. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Alex, Big John, Raymond, Mr. Brackens, what's going on, sir? Thanks for tuning in. Who dat, Bob? Davin Jackson, what's going on, buddy? Big D Mall in the house. Neverez KC. Shane. Big D Rob Andre, how are you, sir? Who else is here? Let's see, up in the beginning. Who did we miss? Anthony, what's going on, sir? Nathan, what's going on? Stack Guap, 50-50 in the house. Prantia, what's going on, buddy? Glad to have everybody here. Tom Weiner in the house. The new dad in the house. What's going on, brother? Glad to have everybody here. Let's start with the recap. What we're going to do is we're going to recap UFC last night. FC's UFC. Overall, the actual card. Mia, good morning. The actual UFC card itself was a winning success yesterday. We'll start with the max fight pick. FC did drop a max fight pick yesterday, his big guaranteed max fight pick. Unfortunately, Lucy Podolova not getting the job done for us. Before yesterday, FC was 11-0-1 on his max fight picks. Absolutely ridiculous run, but that's where he expects it to be, and he knows he's going to drop one every now and then. But I know there was nobody more disappointed than him with Podolova not doing what her game plan was set out by her and her team. So that one stunk it up. So that was the big one of the night. But we did have a top fight pick, which rivals the max fight pick. And for people that were asking me, I told them as well that one was very, very, very strong as well. But starting off with the card, had Nate Landwehr, or however you pronounce his name, land 120 on the money line for a unit there. Dropped that one. Came back with another strong lean on Brett Johns minus $1.10. We gave everybody and their mother and their second cousin that one for free on our website. Yesterday, that was our free UFC fight pick brought to you by 5 Dimes. That was a nice winner there. Moved right into a nice big fight pick, a 2-unit fight pick on Sarah McMahon. minus $1.60, getting the job done over Lena Landsberg, dominating fashion. We dropped an underdog lean on DeQuan Townsend plus 350. FC took a shot on DeQuan Townsend plus 350 for a half a unit, so we dropped a half a bet there. Went right into his biggest fight of the actual card. The top fight pick, a 4-unit one on Angela Hill, dominating, getting her monster victory over Hannah Cyphers. Big 4-unit win there. And then dropping a half a unit underdog lean on Jordan Espinoza plus 225. He took a stab at that one as well. So we dropped that one. We dropped that one as well. And but overall, and he had a 4-team Hail Mary parlay, but you guys all know with the Hail Mary parlays, you don't put much of anything on it at all, not even a half a unit. So he dropped that one there. So overall, I think it was plus 4.8 units on the actual fight card itself. So as long as you were on the fight card itself, it was another profitable UFC event. As our promo yesterday during the live show, we ran a promotion for the live show. Anybody who purchased, we actually ran 2 promotions. Anybody who purchased any UFC package during the live show or before the live show and commented in the actual show yesterday, you guys would be put into a drawing and be selected at random. I didn't even do the drawing's been done. I know who the winner is, but I didn't do the drawing. I made sure that I wasn't part of it so nobody could think that it was me. But you're going to be receiving, the winner is going to be receiving 1 month of UFC fight picks as well as 1 month of FC's max fight pick. And that winner is a first-time client yesterday with us who bought the max fight pick and the fight card. So congratulations goes out to Raul Gomes. Raul Gomes of Fresno, California. Congratulations. I don't know if you're watching live. I know you were live with us yesterday. But if you're not watching live, don't worry. It's not a you snooze, you lose. You didn't have to be live to find out. We will be emailing both winners, the Guaranteed Saturday winner and Raul. So congratulations, Raul. And we'll go over the Guaranteed Saturday promotion winner here in just a minute. Just a minute. I do believe the person that won Edward No Way recount. I do believe I did see the name of the person who won Guaranteed Saturday in the live chat when I first got on live. So I believe that person's live with us. So we'll find out here in a minute when we do that one. Shane, what's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see here. Yesterday, free play during the live show. Gave you guys a big personal play. Denver, North Dakota State over 141. It was my biggest personal play of the day. Gave you guys yesterday. That was a nice win. Congratulations. We hammered that one. That little prop bet that we gave out. Wow, what a disaster. Missing it by the hook by 1, and we missed a free throw. Our free throw shooter is like a 90% free throw shooter, and he missed one. We needed over 7.5 Villanova first 5, and they got to 7 with a missed free throw. 0 for 2 from, I think, 3-point range in the first 5 minutes, as well as shooting 2 of 6 from the field or something ridiculous like that. So drop that one. Dallas, Utah over 226. However, we hammered home that free UFC fight pick there. So that was a nice one. Premium plays yesterday started out 2-0. We were on fire with our premium plays. Matter of fact, premium plays haven't had a big outright losing day, I think, in 10 days now. Premium plays are back on track. They've had a couple split out days, 2-2, where you lost 0.2 of a bet. So that ain't nothing. But as far as that, I think they've only had one true losing day out of the last 10. So they're trending in the right direction. But after going 2-0 yesterday to start, VCU laying 9.5, squeaking out a victory there. I know I got a frozen screen I got to fix. Let me fix that. After VCU, we had Villanova on the money line. Villanova on the money line, getting the job done against Providence there. Nice win there. And then we had William and Mary, and they just laid a flat goose egg for us. So we dropped that one. We were sitting 2-1 with the Dallas Mavericks +4, winning outright the entire game. To somehow fall behind extremely late against the Jazz, and they lose by 5. We're getting 4. They're winning outright the entire game, and they lose by 5. So that one sucked. So premium plays ended up finishing out the day 2-2. No harm, no foul, but it definitely pisses me off to have a winning day in our hands and let it slip away. Guaranteed Saturday. Another one that we let slip away. Montana moneyline -130. Up by 12. Give up that lead. Up big at the half. Up by 4 with a minute to go. Turnovers. Wyoming plays. Wyoming is like Michigan, but on steroids, where Michigan will play 30 minutes of a game. Montana plays 59 minutes of a game. Montana plays 59 minutes of a game. They stop playing that last minute. They let Weber State in, not only in it, but tie it, go to OT. I mean, hell, they had a chance to win the game at the very end of the game, and they turned the ball over. How many times did they turn the ball over? Unbelievable. So that one stunk it up. But the good news is we do have a winner. We do have a winner for our Guaranteed Saturday promotion who's going to win 1 month of Guaranteed Saturdays after next week's. Because obviously they get next week's free because we dropped yesterday's. As a matter of fact, everybody gets next week's free that was on it. So, the winner is, and I don't know if you're still here, but you were here this morning. You've been with us a little while. You've been with us for about 6 months. So it's kind of cool to be able to give back to customers that have been with us and supporting us for a while. Davin Jackson, I know you're not in the chat a lot. I know you were here yesterday. I know you were here earlier this morning. But you are the lucky winner of 1 month of Guaranteed Saturday plays. So if you're here, brother, congratulations. If you're not, I will be sending an email when we're done with the live show to both of our winners. Going to probably keep doing this. Do this next week as well with some promotions during the live show. It's a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of... Jeff says name sounds made up. Love it. Definitely sounds like a fake name. But I can confirm it's what he used on his account as well. It's what he used on his account as well and what his credit card billing goes to. So that I can confirm. So congratulations. Jeff, I know you're kidding. It's all good. I love it. I'm gonna start doing more things like that to give back to you guys as well. It's been a while since we've done some cool promotions, and we're definitely gonna keep them up. All right, we'll definitely keep up the promotions, especially with Super Bowl coming up. Edward says, Raul and Darren both asked if you could pass their winnings on Kyle. I unwillingly accept on their behalves. Love it. Especially with Super Bowl coming up. We've got some huge promotions coming up for Super Bowl. If you guys are not aware, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. The Super Bowl package and all of that, the early bird special, as well as what they're doing and what's new about it versus last year. Yeah, Who Dat Bob Davin says, wow, I never win anything. So cool. Thanks, Kyle. Who Dat Bob says, you can't say that anymore. He definitely cannot say that after winning that one. So, and that's coming from one winner to another right there with Who Dat Bob. But But no, we'll talk about the Super Bowl package here in a minute. But my personal plays, we got a couple more recaps to go. Personal plays yesterday. 3-1 day. The only one we lost was Auburn laying 8.5. What the hell happened with Auburn? They were up by 13 late in the game to not even cover the 8.5 that they were laying. I don't know. Bruce Pearl and his team falling apart as of late. Looked like he was getting ready to have a heart attack on the side of the court there yesterday. So we dropped Auburn to start. Dropped Auburn, but we bounced right back with Louisville laying 10, smashing Clemson. Then we had Denver, North Dakota State, the biggest one of the day as far as my personal plays go. Over 141. That was a nice win. Gave you guys all that for free. As well as Northern Colorado laying 8.5 against Idaho. Nice win there. So 3-1 day on my personal plays. We were 2-1 Friday, 3-1 Saturday. Nice little 5-2 run. Time to get back for everybody. And let's have another good day today. If you're on my personal plays, they've already been sent out. If you're on our premium plays, they are already posted on the website. Big guaranteed Sunday play for everybody today is in the NBA. There will not be one of those next week because we have our big Super Bowl package, our big once-a-year Super Bowl package. And let me tell you, that one is going to be off the hook. Just like last year, except this year, I got him to make it even better. Jeff, you didn't get them? You should have. I'll send them again. I will send them again to you, brother. But you should have. I think I actually sent them twice to you because I know sometimes you don't get them. All right, let me know if you got them now. All right, so real quick, we're going to run over the Super Bowl because there's an early bird special as part of it. And there's a little twist to what we're doing with the Super Bowl this year. You're welcome, Jeff. Super Bowl this year. First of all, it's going to be a great time. I'll be sending out an email to everybody that's on our website, that's a member on our website, about the Super Bowl later today. The early bird special is pretty damn cool. Yeah, no problem, Alex. They're coming your way. Super Bowl. First of all, there's 3 different packages. However, one of them includes one of the other packages. Okay? First of all, the Super Bowl package. You get our guaranteed winner, including the 30-bet prop bet package. Okay? You get our big guaranteed Super Bowl winner. We're going to give you both the side and the total. We're going to put a guarantee on one of them. I already know what it is. It's not posted on the website just yet, but it will be shortly. And it's going to be a flat-out winner. We guarantee that you win. Or we're going to throw a little twist to it. All right? Normally, with our Super Bowl, if we lose, we refund your $119.99 because that's what it cost, including the prop bet package. You keep the props for free, but we would refund your $119.99. After talking to a bunch of clients, and not just a handful, literally, probably talking to over 100 clients asking what they would rather have. Would you rather us have it make it up to you in one way or another, or would you rather have your 119 back and be stuck holding a negative? Everybody said the opposite. They'd rather us make it back. So I went to the company and I said, hey, we need to do Super Bowl this year a tad bit different. It's such a big thing for me. It's one of my biggest bets of it's normally one of my biggest bets of the year. This year it will be my biggest bet of this last NFL season. I love what we're putting out, and I'm absolutely going to be firing on it. So don't be surprised if you see me gloating tickets and stacks of cash walking into the casinos to start betting stuff. Hold on 1 second, Mike. They're coming your way right now. Weird. Some people didn't get them. Just send them. I just sent them again to you, Mike. Just let me know if you got them. So rather than do the refund, I got the company to do something. At first they were like, "Oh hell no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Nope, 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 nope." I got them to give. The package is $119.99. I got them to give $300 in packages of your choice if for some reason we lose our guaranteed game. So it's not just a make-up game. It's $300 in packages. You can buy premium plays, $99 a piece. You can buy a $300 package. You can buy guaranteed Saturday 6 times when we have it on sale. So you're going to get that guarantee on that one. Also, you also get the 30-bet prop bet package. We will be putting out a minimum of 30 props. I think last year it was 33, and the prop package was insane. Insane winning last year. So you're going to get that, and it's looking like we're going to have around 33 or 34 props again from our preliminary plan for what we have for the props. The props will start rolling out tonight, so that way you can start taking advantage of some of them early because there will be some big difference and big changes. We want you guys to be able to take advantage of them. So the main package, it's $119.99. You get the guaranteed Super Bowl winner. We'll also get you get the side and the total, but one of them's guaranteed. You also get the 30-bet prop bet package. You're guaranteed to win that guaranteed play. If for some reason we lose, we'll give $300 in packages, which is going to create an accounting nightmare all by itself. Okay? However, they're up for the task because we ain't losing this game. Now, the prop package. If you want to buy just the prop package itself, you can buy the prop package just by itself. It's $24.99. You'll get all minimum of the 30 props. So if we put out 33 or 34 props like we're expecting this year again, you'll get all of those. You get access to it, instant access. So as soon as you sign up, you've got access to it. The props are just $24.99. And then we have the second half bet. We'll be putting out a guaranteed second half wager at halftime, obviously, as well as some live bets in-game. The live in-game wagers will be posted as well to all the second half bettors. Last year, we didn't have any opportunity for anything that we liked in-game, but this game, we're actually going to have a couple of our guys paying real close attention to the in-game wagering lines, so that way we can put out some in-game wagering as well. The second half winner is $49.99. That includes all the live wagers as well. We have a way to notify you guys specifically when we put out a live wager for just the people on the second half and live wager. And we're also guaranteeing that one second half play. The $49.99 one, that comes with a guarantee, much like the first big package does, except the guarantee is $150, which is 3 times. But we ain't going to be losing it. So those are the 3 options for the Super Bowl. However, they come with an early bird special. If you purchase the Super Bowl package, either the 119 one that gets you the props or the second half one, if you purchase before midnight on Thursday, the 30th of January, so you have until this coming Thursday at midnight to jump on board the Super Bowl package. And when you do, they're going to give you a week of our NHL package absolutely free, as well as our special Super Bowl Sunday college hoops and NBA selection. If you guys remember last Super Bowl Sunday, before the Super Bowl actually started, we were 12-0. We actually gave out 4 free plays that day. We went 4-0. We went 8-0 on our card as well. So we'll have a little smorgasbord of games. Not going to be, probably be 2 games, 3 games. But you'll also get those as well before the Super Bowl. Now, if you purchase both the Super Bowl guaranteed winner and then the second half winner, you're going to get 2 weeks of the NHL for free. You get a week and a week. So if you buy both, you get 2 weeks. It's worth it just for that. It's worth it just for that. So that you have until midnight on Thursday. You can click on the premium tab. You click on the guaranteed Saturday tab at the top of the page on our website, and it's all listed there. So that's the Super Bowl talk. Enough of that. We'll talk more about that later in the week. And if you guys have any questions, you can always email me or give us a call, and we'll go over it. Okay? Now, they do have a package that they started today that includes all of that. It's 1 week of premium plays. Yes, I said it, a week. You get a week, 7 full days of premium plays or 7 full days of my personal plays. You get my game of the week this week. You also get our Super Bowl package. You get the Super Bowl as well as the props and the Super Bowl second half package. You get both of those package as well as the week of premium plays and the props and my game of the week for $250. Morning, Joe. Thanks for tuning in. So, smoking deal there for $250. And we're going to have a great time. So I hope you guys all jump on board, and I look forward to working with each of you guys on the Super Bowl as well. So with that being said, we've got a nice board on college basketball today. It's not a big board. You guys know I'm not a big fan of the monster boards when we've got 100-plus games on the board. I like what we have today. Give me 1 second, folks. Definitely, I do agree, Dave, small board, but definitely a great card. Lines are moving today, folks. I would not delay betting, especially if you're on my personal plays. Lines are moving fast. One second, folks. We'll see you when you get back, who dat, Bob? All right, guys and gals, what we're going to do now, we're going to be moving into some college hoops breakdown. College hoops breakdown. All righty, here we go. All right, a lot of quality. I wouldn't say a lot, but there's definitely some quality games on the board today. Definitely some quality games on the board. We're going to start with one of the early ones. We're going to bounce around. We're going to start with a couple of the early games here. We're going to start with the Tulsa and UConn game. We actually have a free play on this in our daily free play video. If you know what that play is, please don't post it in the comment section. That's why we have the video. All right, so if you want that free play on this game, Tim, it goes towards guaranteed Saturday. They have no way of switching the packages. It would be an accounting disaster for as many people that they have on it, unfortunately. I wish they would. It's something that I've been trying to get them to work on. We tried it before, and it was such a disaster. They didn't know who was on what. It created a big nightmare. So, unfortunately, that one's a tough situation for them to be able to do. But if you want a free play on the Tulsa UConn game, guys, there is a daily free play video. So if you know what it is, please don't post it up in the comments. Let everybody go watch that video. When you're done watching that video over there, make sure you give it a big thumbs up over there. Drop us a comment over there as well. We definitely appreciate it when you do. And speaking of thumbs ups, subscribing to the YouTube channel. If you guys are new to this YouTube channel, first of all, welcome. We go live 7 days a week. We did get a late start today. We started an hour and a half late. I'm not going to lie to you. I kind of like the late start. Even though I'm awake, I'm in the office, I'm working, I'm already drinking coffee. You know, at 9 in the morning Eastern time, 6 Pacific, it's still early. I'm a little more animated and upbeat when it's a little bit later in the day. So we go live Saturday and Sunday, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, dark and early in the morning. All right. We go live Monday through Friday, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. Noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. So, if you're new to this channel, and we put out daily free play videos every single day as well as our live shows. So if you're new to this YouTube channel, first of all, welcome. You're in the right place. We will treat you right. Probably have one of those friendly chats. Thanks to the dipshit who just gave us another thumbs down. We do thank you for the user interaction. It definitely helps us get our video trending on YouTube, regardless of which one you hit. But if you're new to our YouTube channel, do yourself a big favor. Take 1 second out of your day. Hit that subscribe button right down below. Hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And then when you're done with that, do us a big favor. Give us a big thumbs up in the video. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work. If you want to be like one of the douchebags that just hit the thumbs down, one of the 2 douchebags that hit the thumb, 3 douchebags that hit the thumb down, feel free to do that as well. It definitely helps us. Even when you guys are being a big D-bag and hitting the thumbs down, it still helps us. So I want to give a big thank you to you guys. If you really don't like the show and you have the nutsack to give a thumbs down, feel free to post in the comment section as well that you're one of the ding-dongs that do it. Because I'd love to laugh at you and wonder why you're still here. But again, it doesn't matter if you hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down. It helps us out. Everyone helps us out. That's what, a lot of the haters don't realize, is that even when they come in here and I'm gonna give them a thumbs down, it still helps us. It still helps us. So let's get the video trending on YouTube. Let's get it going in the right direction, folks. And let's put some more money in your pocket. How about those leans from yesterday? We're going to try and do it again today. All right, we gave you Illinois plus the 4 during the live show. Dog outright winner. We gave you Davidson laying 7.5. Monster winner. North Carolina laying 5.5. Monster blowout winner. Syracuse laying 6. Winning by 8. Getting the job done. Winner. USC, my Trojans, plus 2.5. Winning by 20, outright winner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 0 yesterday during the live show. So congratulations to everybody there. Oh, and if you guys remember, I said I liked North Dakota State, but I would not bet it because we were betting the over as a free play. So hopefully I saved some people from betting North Dakota State laying 12.5 because they only won by 12. Perfect Rotation says, haters are still a viewer. Absolutely. Isn't that the best part about it? I mean, if you ask me, it is. Derek, I do agree. We talked about that during the live show yesterday. It was a much-needed win for North Carolina with their backs up against the wall. At home, needing a huge, huge, huge statement day. And they definitely got the job done for us. They definitely got the job done for us. So, going to be a great day today. Let's get these leans rolling as well as the breakdowns. So, first one we're going to touch, Tulsa, UConn. Tulsa 13-6 straight up on the year, riding a 4-game win streak over Houston, East Carolina, Tulane, and Memphis. Frank Haith, he's got his Golden Hurricanes absolutely rolling. They've won their last 2 road games, both against ECU and Tulane. They're 5-1 in conference play. For everybody that doesn't know, they play in the American Athletic Conference. Taking a look at UConn, guys. UConn 10-8 on the year, riding a 3-game losing streak to Wichita State, Villanova, and Houston. They've definitely had a tough schedule. They lost to Wichita State in double overtime by 3, 89-86. They lost by 6 to Villanova on the road, and they lost to Houston by 4 points on the road as well. Right before that game against Wichita State, they did have a win at home against Tulane, beating them 67-51. Before that, they had 2 straight losses on the road again to Cincinnati and South Florida. What can we say about UConn? Well, first of all, if it's on the road, they're probably going to lose. All right, they have not won a game on the road this year, although they do have a neutral site win over Miami and Buffalo earlier in the year. But luckily for UConn, guys, they're playing at the Gamble Pavilion today. They're playing at the Gamble Pavilion. It has a 4.0 home court advantage. And you know what? It has a big home court advantage. It's the 18th toughest place to play in all of Division I. Holds 10,167 screaming Huskies fans. Dan Hurley, with his back up against the wall, needs to get his program going in the direction. They've lost 5 out of their last 6 games. And I mean, I get it. American Athletic Conference, it's not the easiest place to play. And if you're not winning and you're not shooting worth a damn, you're probably going to struggle against the likes of Wichita State, Houston, Villanova. I mean, they get Memphis on February 1st. They got Cincinnati on February 9th. They don't have an easy schedule. But for a Huskies program, Dan Hurley and his program up there should definitely be able to get their program back in the winning direction. Is it going to happen today against Tulsa? I think they're going to have their hands full with Tulsa, guys. Tulsa's won 2 straight on the road. They've shown that they can win on the road. They also have a road win against Vandy earlier in the year as well. Taking a look at the line on this game, guys. If you're looking for the game, it's 823, 824. UConn opened up as a 4.5-point favorite. They're now laying 5.5. It's already moved a total of a point. Total on this one opened up at 126. And the total is moving. The total currently sitting at 127.5, and I would not be surprised to see this one hit 128 before tip-off. Tip-off is in 33 minutes. I would not be surprised to see this one go to 128. Matter of fact, Bovada just moved it to 128. Now, if you guys want to have access to live lines, for everybody that's tuning in, we're bringing you guys actual real-time live odds on our website. You get them right on our website. They're 100% free. They're still free as of right now. I know they wanted to be able to charge a membership to be able to offer you guys live odds because it's ridiculously expensive, 1, for us to have them, and 2, to be able to provide a feed for you guys. But as of right now, it's 100% free, so you guys need to be taking advantage of this. See the line movements before they get updated on Don Best, Scores Mobile, Vegas Insider, Odd Shark, all those places. Get line movements before they actually happen right there on our website, okay? And as of right now, it's 100% free. It's the fastest updated odds anywhere in the industry that is not charging you anything, okay? So, with that being said, total moving to 127.5. Jose says his local bookie already has it at 128. Doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me if it gets a couple more late bets in the next 30 or so minutes. It may even hit 128.5. I would not be surprised at all. All right, when you're taking a look at these programs side by side in your comparison, or you're comparing them both. First of all, let's compare the offenses. Okay, both offensive numbers are very similar. However, Tulsa is a tad bit better at converting their 2-point plays, whereas UConn's knocking down 3 balls 1% more. Not much. Both turn over the ball. Both are prone to turnovers and close to the 20 percentile. Tulsa turns it over just a tad bit less. In the offensive rebounding, UConn gets the edge there. UConn's got the edge when it comes to offensive rebounding. But let's take a look, guys. UConn hitting just 47.5% from the field. Okay, conference play, that number is actually down to 42%. Tulsa hitting 50% from the field. Tulsa, a 27.6% offensive rebounding team. What that means is 27.6% of all their rebounds are offensive rebounds. That number's 32.7% for UConn. They're the 48th best offensive rebounding team in Division I. Tulsa hitting at 31.8% from out deep, 51.7% of all their two-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk, and they are a 71% free throw shooting team. Now, their numbers in conference play basically stayed the same or went up just a percent. No bigger movement than 2% either direction on either category. Taking a look at UConn guys. They hit 33% from out deep, 46.7% of all their two-point plays. They struggled down low with those two-point plays, and they're a 71% free throw shooting team as well. Now, one area where UConn has definitely struggled in conference play is from beyond the arc. Just 26.1% shooting for three from beyond the three line in conference play. Okay, and unfortunately for them, they're going to be going up against a Tulsa defense that is actually the number one three-ball defending defense in the American Athletic Conference. They're holding teams to a low 22.1% in conference play. Now, all year long, Tulsa's defense holding teams at 28.3%. They are the 9th best three-ball defending team in all of Division I. That's Tulsa, folks. That is Tulsa. Okay? Now, UConn, one of the better blocking teams on defense. They average 17.1% blocking. They're the 4th best blocking defense in Division I. So you not only, do you have a very solid, even matchup when it comes on defense, you get the same thing when it comes on offense as well. Tulsa coming in with the 40th best defense in all of Division I based on adjusted efficiencies. UConn 33rd. So not a big difference between both programs. Defense, on defense or offense. 2-foul participation protocol. For people that are new to us and don't know what I talk about when we talk about the 2-foul participation protocol, it's very important to know in college, a coaching style. How often is it likely that Dan Hurley is going to allow one of his Huskies to play with 2 fouls in the first half? Okay, this is an important number. Not many people pay attention to it. Not many people track it. Not many people even have access to it or even know where to find it. Okay? UConn, 25.5% 2-foul participation protocol. So let's just say there's 10 minutes left in the first half. Josh Carlton picks up his second foul in the first half at the 10-minute mark. Coach Dan Hurley of the Huskies is going to more than likely allow him to play 25% of the remaining available minutes in the first half. 25% of 10 is 2.5. All right? So we'd end up with roughly 2.5 minutes. Why is that important? Why is this number important? Well, if certain key players pick up 2 fouls early and they're still in the game, they're less likely to be swatting at the ball on defense. They're less likely to be diving for loose balls. They're less likely to take a step in front of a guy on the other side driving to the basket and risk a sloppy foul, risk a charge, or risk a blocking foul, or risk a charge on the other side when they're going down the court. So this number can definitely allow more easy looks down low, as well as less rebounding capabilities, which could obviously allow more offensive scoring. So this one can definitely affect the total. Tulsa's 2-foul participation protocol, a low 8.7%. Now, 25.5% is not high. All right, it's in the higher edge of the low category. I like to say, anything above 30 is pushing it and getting towards the high side. So 25.5%, they're getting there. It's definitely something that could be a factor today. Height advantage, no real height advantage, same everywhere. They both go to the bench for 35% of their available minutes. They're both relying on 20% of their total points to come from the charity stripe. All right, guys, this one I think is very even as far as stats. On paper, it's a very evenly matched game. All right, home court advantage was no doubt about it in favor of UConn, 100%. I mean, they are the 18th toughest place to play, all right? Gamble Pavilion is an extremely tough place to play. Now, they have lost 5 out of their last 6 games. They've lost 3 straight. However, the 3 games that they lost by 3 in double OT to Wichita State, 6 to Villanova on the road, 4 to Houston on the road. Those are 3 quality opponents that they lost to by no more than 6 points in one of them, 4 in another, and 3 in another in double overtime. Okay? They have been playing tough opponents and playing them exceptionally well. They're just not ending up on the right side of the win column. All right, they're 1-4 in conference play. Their back's up against the wall, but I think they're going to have a tough task here. I think they're going to have a tough task against Tulsa. Okay, you take a look, at what they did last year. What did UConn do last year? I click on 2019 and I take a look. All right, they lost on the road 89-83. So obviously you've got the revenge factor for UConn this year against Tulsa. Take that into the equation, the home court advantage. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's a close game. I think 5.5 points. That line is up to 5.5 right now. It just ticked at the 5 dimes to 5.5. Total up to 128 at the MGM. As far as a lean on this one, I lean towards Tulsa. I think the 5.5 points is too much. I think UConn gets the job done. I think they win, but I don't think they cover. So first lean of the day, Tulsa plus the 5.5. And if you want a free play on this one, and you want somebody that actually beats the lines consistently, we did it again on our daily free play video, beating the line again. So if you want a daily free play, go watch that daily free play video. It's on our website or on our YouTube channel. It's got a free official play on this game. So with that being said, we can move right along. Derek Miller, your show is raising the point spread as we speak. There's probably some people in here betting on them. I know we moved the total. So, let's break down another game. That's a 12 p.m. Eastern time game. Let's go right to a 1 o'clock Eastern time game. We're going to do Maryland at Indiana. Assembly Hall in Bloomington, Indiana, guys. First of all, let's take a look at Indiana. 15-4 on the year. Only 4 losses coming to Wisconsin, Arkansas, Maryland, and Rutgers. Their last loss was on January 15th. They've won 2 straight and 4 out of their last 5 games with wins over Northwestern, Ohio State. Smudging the loss to Rutgers, where they lost by 9 on the road. Then they had a road victory over Nebraska, winning 82-74. And then a 4-point victory at home over Michigan State last Thursday, just a couple days ago. Assembly Hall, guys, it's one of the larger places, 16th largest in Division I, holds 17,472 fans. It's got a home court advantage score of 3.6. It's the 74th toughest place to play in Division I, so definitely you're going to give the Indiana Hoosiers a slight home court advantage of a 1.5 to 2 points at a minimum. Maryland, guys, 15-4 for the Terrapins on the year. Mark Turgeon, his Big Ten Conference team, they were rolling. They've had 2 little stretches so far where they lost 2 in a row. They lost 2 in a row to Penn State and Seton Hall. Then they lost to Iowa and Wisconsin back on January 10th and January 14th. They've won 2 straight. They beat Purdue by 7, 57-50 at home, as well as an 11-point victory on the road against Northwestern on Tuesday the 21st, just this last week, beating them 77-66. They're 5-3 in conference play with their 3 conference play losses to Penn State, Iowa, and Wisconsin. They've won their last 2 conference play games. Indiana, guys, has played 8 conference play games as well. They're also 5-3 with their conference losses coming to Wisconsin, Maryland, and Rutgers. All right, we're taking a look at the line on this game. If you're looking for the line on this game, it's game 825, 826. Line opened up, Indiana laying 1. The line is now up to 2. Maryland catching 2 on the road, guys. Total opened up at 132.5. Total is up to 133. It's up a half a point. Westgate moved it to 133. The D Casino, literally, as I'm typing, as I'm talking to you guys, moved the total up to 133.5. So the total at the D Casino here in Vegas, which seems to move lines first, just moved it to 133.5. Take a look at both teams' side-by-side comparison. All right, we're going to take a look at offense and defense. You're going to see some very competitive teams here today. Guys, first of all, Maryland's offense. We have them ranked 45th in all of Division I based on adjusted efficiencies. They struggle from the three ball. They struggle with their field percentage. They struggle with their 2-point plays. Okay, they struggle with having their shots blocked. However, they excel at offensive rebounds. So does Indiana. Indiana, guys, we have them at the 56 mark as far as offense. And they struggle from out deep, and they struggle from the free throw line. So both of these teams have similarities as well as struggling in certain areas that are opposite or the same as others. All right. Taking a look at Maryland, guys, 47.7% from the field. They're a 34.5% offensive rebounding team. 31.3% from beyond the arc. 47.8% of all their 2-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk. And they're a 73% free throw shooting team. Now, their numbers did drop in conference play, except free throw shooting. Their numbers in conference play, guys, Maryland is the number 1 free throw shooting team in the Big Ten Conference, hitting 77%. All right, their 2-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk went from 48% down to 42.5% in conference play. Indiana, 50% from the field, 35% offensive rebounding team, hitting just under 30% from out deep, 52% of all their 2-point plays, and a poor 67.7% free throw shooting team. In conference play, all of their numbers went down. 3-ball shooting for Indiana is down to 26%. Every jump shot, layup, and dunk is down to 48%. Free throw shooting, which was already subpar at 67.7%, is down to 65.5%. 2-foul participation. Both teams participate roughly the same, not a lot. 14.5% for Indiana, 16.9% for Mark Turgeon and the Turpins, guys, from Maryland. Height advantage. There's about an inch height advantage on average for every player coming out of Indiana. So a factor there. Experience level the same. Going to the bench. Maryland goes to the bench for 22% of available minutes for bench personnel, 36% for Indiana. Indiana relying on that 3-ball only 20% of the time, which is probably a good thing because they're not very good at knocking down a 3. All right, they do rely on a free throw for 23% of their total points, and they suck from the free throw line. They're the 257th best free throw shooting team, so you could actually say they're the 94th worst free throw shooting team in Division I, and they rely on it a lot. All right, they rely on it. They're 16th in this category for what they rely on the free throw from. All right. However, Maryland, they rely on the free throw for roughly the same. 23.4% of their total points come from the charity stripe. However, remember, they are the number 1 shooting free throw team in the Big Ten. All right, hitting 77% in conference play. Who Dat Bob says all stats say Indy. The paper says Indy. The paper says Indy. The paper says Indy. Definitely. Maryland winning 2 straight. Indy winning 2 straight and 4 out of their last 5. Maryland winning 5 out of their last 5. Taking a look. Obviously, I don't like to try and compare what one team did to another back in December versus a week and a half ago. Maryland lost on the road to Wisconsin by 2 points. Indiana lost by 20 to Wisconsin on the road back in December 7th. I try and find similarities as well as stuff that you're able to compare as well to add into our numbers. But first, you got to take a look at Maryland. Can they win on the road? Can they win on the road? Before Tuesday, I would say no. As far as a real true road game, no. They picked up their first road win against Northwestern, winning 77-66 on Tuesday. Before that, they had losses on the road to Wisconsin, losing 56-54. Losing to Iowa, 67-49. Losing to Seton Hall, 52-48. Losing to Penn State, 76-69. They did have 3 neutral site victories back in the end of November, if you guys remember, tournament time. They beat Temple, Harvard, and Marquette, all on neutral site games, so I definitely weigh that into the factor. However, true road games, they're just now, this last Tuesday, getting their first one. They're definitely going to need a fast start against Maryland. Taking a look at pace of play. No advantage for either one. Both teams in the low 17 seconds as far as pace of play go. Right in the middle of the pack as far as Division I. As far as both of these teams go, the only thing, I like Maryland, but the only thing that scares me about Maryland is how they don't play on the road. Although they did just get a taste of victory beating Northwestern on the road. Taking a look at Indiana, are they capable to lose at home? They lost to Arkansas at home. They've only lost 4 times. One of them came at home against Arkansas. And you have to remember, they already beat Maryland. They beat Maryland in Maryland. So I like Maryland, but I can't bet them. I cannot bet them. I can't bet them. So with that being said, I'm going to take the home team here. They do get the home court advantage. If it was on a neutral site game as revenge, I'd probably go with Maryland. I think Maryland is the more talented team, myself personally. As far as coaching matchup, Archie Miller's a great coach. However, I mean, I like Mark Turgeon of Maryland. I like him as a coach. But this game taking place in Indiana defending their home court. They get a home court ranking of 3.6. It's one of the tougher places to play in Division I. It's the 74th toughest place to play. So you're going to give yourself a 1.5 to 2 point advantage on the point spread just for this aspect. If it was a neutral site game, this would probably be a pick 'em. All right, and if in that case, I'd probably take Maryland in this situation, but I'm not. If I was going to do anything at all, I would take Indiana. I'd lay them minus 130 on the money line. That's if I was going to do anything on this game. I would take Indiana, and I would lay them on the money line, myself personally. Minus 130, minus 135. That's my personal opinion. But again, I thought there was some lower dangling fruit with less exposure and less risk, and that's what I moved on today. My personal plays today have 1 NBA game and 3 college hoops, and we're going to absolutely pound the books again. Todd, what's going on? Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us, as well as everybody. Thanks for joining us. If you're new to our channel, first of all, welcome to our YouTube channel, Twitter, Facebook, Periscope, live stream, wherever you are watching. If you're new to our channel and you haven't already done so yet, take 1 second out of your day. Hit that subscribe button right down below. Do it now. Hit that subscribe button. You'll be notified, hopefully by YouTube, if they do their job, every single time we put out a video live or pre-recorded. You'll be notified. And then when you're done with that, do us a big favor. Give us a big thumbs up in the video. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work. It definitely helps us get our videos trending in the right direction on YouTube. Mr. Watson, what's going on, sir? So, going to move right along into another breakdown for you guys. We just completed our second breakdown. Going to do another one for you guys. And we're going to bounce around the board. We're going to do the Xavier and Creighton game next. This is a 4 p.m. Eastern time game. The Chi Health Center in Omaha. Thomas McDonald said, no, thank you. Played on North Carolina yesterday. Wouldn't have without your lane. Thank you. I'm glad. Tony Brower, what's going on? Brian Watson wants hockey back. I hear you. I kind of miss it. Thomas, I'm glad to hear. Thank you. Everything from the show yesterday was on point. That's for sure. That was for sure. Yesterday's leans on the show, sweeping the board yesterday. See if we can't do the same for you guys today. Nobody likes doing it more than I do. That's for sure. So, before we do this next lean, this next week is going to be a little bit of a interesting week. I'll be down in Phoenix for a little while. Actually, I'll be down that way later today. Later today, when I'm done with the live show, about a half hour after, headed down there to go be with my wife. Me and the little one are headed down there. I don't think I'll be down there more than a day. Matter of fact, I might be back early tomorrow morning. Oh, good, Jeff. I'm glad it worked. Later in the week, I'll be going back to Lake Havasu, be back for the Super Bowl. If you guys are going to be in town for the Super Bowl, definitely let me know. Super Bowl is going to be off the hook again. Make sure you guys get on board that Super Bowl package. If you guys do anything at all this week, make sure you're on board that Super Bowl package. Super Bowl package is going to be off the hook. Like I said earlier, I'll be sending out an email as soon as we get done with the live show. I'll be sending out an email to everybody about the Super Bowl package. How to get it, what to expect, and all of that good stuff. Give me 1 second, folks. One quick second, folks. Okay, I'm back. Yes, Brian, we will definitely have our March Madness package. And last year's was included a lot of stuff, and this year I'm trying to get them to do something bigger. I've got some tricks up my sleeve to make it even bigger and better than the bowl package or last year's March Madness package or this year's Super Bowl package. So definitely try. And if you guys were on our bowl package, you guys all, or you purchased our NCAA championship package, you guys all know the damage we did to the books on the NCAA football championship game package. We absolutely murdered the books with our guaranteed winner. Absolutely cleaned house. That is what you can expect with our Super Bowl package this year. Okay? That's what you can expect with our Super Bowl package, so make sure you don't miss out. So without further ado, I say it's time we start breaking down a few more games. Games starting in 8 minutes. I want to make sure we put you guys on the right side. Alrighty, so Leon says, hardest working man in the industry. I appreciate it. Who Dat Bob says, are you going to be doing a bracket challenge? Yes, we will do one. We did one last year. I don't remember who won that last year. But we did one late last year, if you guys remember. But yeah, the March Madness package was pretty damn cool. And we may have some other stuff to add to the Super Bowl package. Not sure just yet. If we do it, everybody that signs up for it will get it, though. But I do remember the bracket challenge that we did. I think we did one. No, we did one. I remember it. We did it extremely late. What do you mean you don't remember? We do a lot of challenges and a lot of fun stuff here. I can't remember all the promotions that we do. Alex says the March Madness package was awesome. I'm gonna try and make it even better this year. Oh, that's right. Raider for life, defending champ. All right, now I remember. Everybody welcome our defending bracket champion last year, Raider for life. Now I remember. I do remember now. Well, hey, D-Mall, you weren't banned from anything. You just needed to figure out how to log into ESPN. We can't ban anybody from ESPN. That was your own fault. That was your own fault. ESPN didn't like you. All right, so next game day breakdown. Xavier at Creighton. First of all, Creighton, 15-5 on the year. The Blue Jays guys, 5 losses coming against Michigan, San Diego State, who's 20-0, looking for a new school record of 21 straight victories. Butler, Villanova, Georgetown. Last loss was on Wednesday, January 15th against Georgetown, losing 83-80. Before that, they had a 5-point loss to Villanova at home. They have lost at home, which was to Villanova. Most recently, they've won 3 out of their last 4 games against Xavier, Providence, and DePaul, beating DePaul 83-68 at home. They have a home court ranking of 3.5, which makes it the 100th toughest place to play in Division I. The Chi Health Center of Omaha holds 17,352 fans. Xavier, 13-6 on the year. The Musketeers guys, they've lost 3 out of their last 4 games. They've lost 4 out of their last 6 games, losing to Villanova, Seton Hall, Creighton, Marquette. They had a win against St. John's back on January 5th, 75-67, and they just won their last game on my birthday on the 22nd, this last Wednesday, beating Georgetown 66-57. All right, 66-57 at home. However, taking a look at Xavier on the road, they have not won a road game since December 22nd when they beat TCU 67-59. They have 1 road game on the year. They have 2 neutral site wins on the year, but they did have a neutral site loss against Florida. So I factor that into the away equation as well. But as far as true road games, they are 1-3 on the road. 2-4 in conference play, guys. Big East Conference matchup today. Taking a look, guys, they're 2-4 in conference play. Their only wins came against Georgetown, which was their last win, and St. John's. Creighton 4-3 for the Blue Jays in conference play, with wins over DePaul, Providence, Xavier, and Marquette, all in conference play. Line on the Virginia game is absolutely flying high. Absolutely flying high. Taking a look at both of these programs side by side. First of all, Creighton's offense. We put them as the 8th best offense in all of Division I, going up against the 119th offense in Xavier. Taking a look at the line on this game, guys, if you're looking for the line, it's game 843, 844. Creighton opened up as a 5.5-point favorite. It is still hovering around 5.5. Total opened up at 143. It's pretty much even, Steven. Still sitting right there. All right, still sitting right there. Taking a look at both teams, Xavier, they hit 48% from the field. 30%, actually 29.5% from 3-point range. 50.5% of all their 2-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk, as well as 67% free throw shooting on the year. Greg Ruiz, you're killing me, Virginia, asking for the Virginia versus Wake Forest prediction. Well, sometimes it helps to say please there, sir. And last time I checked, this is not Burger King. You don't get it your way. All right, taking a look at Creighton. Hitting 54% from the field, 37.1% from out deep. All right, they're actually hitting still 36% in conference play, 52.2% of all their jump shots, layups, and dunks, all those 2-point plays. 74.2% from the free throw line. All right, excellent free throw shooting team in Creighton, guys. In conference play, their free throw numbers went up to 77%. They're hitting 36% of all their 3 balls as well. Now, offensive rebounding. Offensive rebounding, this is where Creighton struggles. All right, just 25% offensive rebounds. 25% of their total rebounds are offensive rebounds. 31% for Xavier. 2 foul participation. Both participate 24% for Creighton. 24% of the time is what the coach will allow the players to play for Creighton, guys. What Greg McDermott allows his players to play with 2 fouls remaining in the first half. Very similar number, 21.6% for Xavier. That's the coaching style of Travis Steele, guys. Both teams allow it. And this is definitely going to be a great game, not only to watch, but I think we've got a little value bet on it. I think the line is off. I did not make this a play of mine. I went back and forth quite a bit. I almost made this one a play, guys. I like Creighton here. I think Creighton's the better team, especially playing at home. I think Greg McDermott is an excellent coach. Travis Steele, he's a good coach too. Now, I'll take my day job, Greg, but thank you, though. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure you give me a thumbs down for not breaking down the Virginia game for you. So I do think we have a value play here on Creighton. I think the line is off a tad bit. Not much. When we broke down the game, we ran it into our system. We actually had the line, Creighton should have been laying 7 at home. If it was 7 and it went up a point, 7.5, I might take a look at the dog on the road here. But the line being at 5.5 and it just clicked a 6 at 5 dimes. It just clicked a 6 at 5 dimes, but still laying 5.5 everywhere else that I could find. I like Creighton. I like Creighton at home laying the 5.5. So, but again, I don't have a play on this one. It did not make my personal plays. It did not make a premium play. Why? Because I have what I feel are better plays. And maybe the reason why Greg didn't get his Virginia breakdown is because I have a personal play on that game. Maybe. Or maybe I just didn't want to break it down. But anyways, Creighton, laying the 5.5. See if we can't go undefeated on leans again today. Now, we're going to break down another game. This would be a great time to say please, Greg, and ask for the Virginia game, as well as a game number. But since there was none, I'll be more than happy to pick another one. And we're going to break down another game for you guys. Absolutely, Stat Guap, man, you're going to finish the weekend strong, brother. I absolutely know it. Alex, I would love to, but we've got to play on that game. So unless I decide to give that one away for free, I can't touch that one, unfortunately, but I would love to, brother, if I could. Next up on the list that we're going to break down. And Alex, brother, you don't have to say please. Next one on the list that we're going to break down. We're going to do a little bit later of a game, just so we can throw one out there. Stanford at Cal is what we're going to break down next. Stanford at Cal. 6 p.m. Eastern time on ESPNU. Getting all my stuff up. Steven, no, I did not touch the Michigan State game. We have a play on that one. All right, let's take a look at the Stanford and Cal. Let's start with the Golden Bears, not so golden on the year. All right, they're 2-3 in the Pac-12 conference play. They are 8-10 on the year. It's easier to go over their wins and their losses because there's more losses than wins. However, we'll just take a look at what they're doing recently. They've lost their last 2. They've lost 6 out of their last 8. They've lost 8 out of their last 11. But we'll just go over most recently, losing to my USC Trojans 88-56 on the road. They got absolutely pummeled by my Trojans. And then last Sunday, they got the beat down by the Bruins. They got beat by UCLA 50-40. And you know what? The Bruins, 10-9 on the year. They've won 2 straight. It's got to suck to lose to the Bruins. All right? 2-3 in conference play, guys, for the team from Berkeley. Mark Fox, what can we say? Home court advantage, 3.5. There is a small one there. I'd say I'd give him a point and a half for playing playing at home. At the Haas Pavilion holds 11,877 super smart Cal kids and fans. It does have a home court advantage ranking of 103rd. It makes it the 103rd toughest place to play. It'll be should be a good game. Stanford guys, the even smarter kids on the court. What can we say about the Cardinals guys? Jared Haas, he's got his program rolling. 15-3 on the year. They're 4-1 in conference play, and they just suffered their first conference loss last Saturday to none other than my USC Trojans, beating them 82-78 in OT. They have wins most recently before that against the UCLA, Washington State, Washington, and Cal. They've already played Cal this year. They beat them by 16. They already beat them by 16. They beat them by 16 at home. Here they are. Cal's going to get their revenge game on their home court with Stanford traveling on the road. How does Stanford travel? How do they play on the road? They haven't had many true road games. They've actually only had 3 true road games. They're 2-1 with wins over San Jose State as well as UCLA. Okay, they did lose to USC on the road. They're 2-1 in true road games. They're 1-1 in neutral site games as well. They lost to Butler back in the end of November, losing 68-67 in a super close game, and they smashed Oklahoma by 19 in a neutral site game as well. Jose says, Kyle, Northern Iowa next, ASAP. If not, I'm telling Greg, LOL. Love it, love it, love it. Love it, Jose. Glad you're tuning in as well. Steven, haven't given out a free play in this one. We did give out a daily free play in college hoops as well, but that's in our daily free play video. Tim, real quick, while I'm in the middle of this one, I'll tell you this. UNLV plays San Diego tough every single time. Hold on one second, folks. All right, so back to these two teams. But first, let's take a look at the odds on this one. All right, let's take a look at the odds on this one. Stanford opened up as an 8.5-point favorite. It is now down to 8, and it's dropping. 2 books just dropped it down to 7.5. The D Casino and Caesars here in town both moved the line to 7.5. Total open up at 125.5. It's hovering right around 125.5. The Westgate and 5 Dimes and Caesars all have it at 126, Bovada 126, Bet DSI 126 as well. Taking a look at the comparison side by side, first of all, Cal's offense, absolutely horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Stanford, not too shabby if you ask me. Stanford hitting 56.1% from the field, the 7th best team in this category. They are a 23% offensive rebounding team. They absolutely suck in this category, no doubt about it. Stanford, a great 3-ball shooting team, 39.6%. They are the 7th best 3-point shooting team in all of Division I. They are the number 1 3-ball shooting team in the Pac-12. They're also the number 1 2-point shooting team in all the Pac-12 as well, hitting 54.5% in conference play, 54.2% all year long, which makes it the 23rd in this category for all of Division I. Sadly, as great as Stanford shoots the ball, their field percentage being the 7th best in Division I. They are the 7th best 3-ball shooting team. They are the 23rd best team at converting all their 2-point plays. They suck from the free throw line. Come on, Jared Haas, get your program rolling from the free throw line. We all know spreads are won and lost. Games are covered from the charity stripe. And if we're going to be betting on your team, we need you to start knocking down those free throws. 67.5% all year long from the charity stripe. Conference plays, guys. The Pac-12, they're 12th. 60.8% free throw shooting in conference play, and they're 4-1. Taking a look at the California Golden Bears, guys. They hit 47% from the field. 25.5% offensive rebounding team. They're decent at three-ball shooting. They're above the Division I average, hitting 33.7%. That number is down to 25.3% in conference play. Pac-12, they're the worst three-ball shooting team in the Pac-12 in conference play. They hit 46% of all their two-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk. In the Pac-12, they're 12th at 42%. They hit 72% free throw shooting, 71.6% in conference play. Two-foul participation. Cal participates 19.6% of the time. Stanford, only 8%. Height advantage. There's almost an inch height advantage on average per player for Stanford. Both go to the bench for 25% or more, 25% available minutes from people coming from the bench for Stanford, 30% for Cal. Cal relies on 55.9% of their total points to be those two-point plays where they absolutely suck shooting. All right. Believe it or not, Stanford is not a big relier on the three-ball. They are one of the best three-ball shooting teams in all of Division I. They are the number one three-ball shooting team in the Pac-12, and they're only relying on 31.9% of their total points to be from out deep. 51.6% are all two-point plays, and a very low 16.5% from the charity stripe, which is probably a good thing because Stanford struggles from the charity stripe, and they definitely need to pick it up. This one, guys, I don't have a play on it, but I absolutely really like it. And we're going to make it a little mini play for all of you guys because I'm going to bet this one. I did not give this out as a personal play. It is not a premium play. It was something that more on the lines of slipped through the cracks on me. All right. I like Stanford on the road. It's down to 7.5. I'm going to bet it, and I think you guys should too. So we're going to give you guys not one, but two free plays in the live show just for tuning in. I know we got a frozen screen. An official play for everybody during Cappers Nation Live. And let me get it on the screen for everybody as well. Because I do. I actually like this one. And it slept through, it squeaked through the cracks, all right? So, line dropping on Stanford. I guess it would help if I can spell it. Probably a good thing I didn't go there, right? So, free play on the screen coming to you guys. Stanford laying 7.5. Stanford laying 7.5. Jose says, brother, I tune in every day. I know you do. I know you do. I'm always appreciative of everybody that tunes in. It doesn't matter if you tune in daily. Obviously, I love everybody that tunes in daily, joins us daily. But everybody that tunes in, everybody new, old, been with us for years. Maybe you've been with us a month, 6 months, a year, or 3 years. Always glad for everybody that tunes in live with us. Alex, is this a lean? No, it's a play that I'm going to bet. We're skipping it right to a free play. If I didn't already put out my personal plays, it would have been on my card. So I already put out my personal plays to everybody. And if I hadn't, this one would be on it. So free play for you guys right there. So, with that being said, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. So, if you got that free play and you ditched out on us and you're going to miss the next one, then you're going to miss the next one. So, let's keep it rolling. Going to have another breakdown for you guys. We're going to do another breakdown, and then we're going to send you on your merry way. Going to put some money in your pockets. And again, if you're new to this YouTube channel, first of all, welcome. If you're old, welcome. If you've been around forever, welcome. If you're fairly new, welcome and thank you. And if you haven't already done so, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, take 1 second out of your day. 1 second out of your day. Hit that subscribe button right down below. Hit that subscribe button. Tap that little bell. And then when you're done with that, do us a huge favor. Give us a big thumbs up in the video. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work. If you're watching on your mobile device, you'll have to X out of the live chat to do it. So X out of the live chat, then hit that thumbs up button, hit that share button, share it on your Twitter, share it anywhere. So with that being said, let's make a boatload of money together. Let's get another free play coming your way. Another free play coming your way. I'm picking it. I want it to be a good one for you guys. Let me double check some stuff real quick. Let me refresh the live odds. All right, next game that we're going to break down the South Florida and Houston game. This is a 2 p.m. Eastern time game. Tim Reynolds, Stanford is a 7-unit play on another site, and you give it out for free. You're a very generous man. Kyle, thank you for your generosity and your hard work. You're very welcome. I don't pay attention to who gives out what, so I wouldn't know what anybody else's plays are, but it's just one that slipped through the cracks on mine, or else it would have been on my personal play card. So next up on the list, but again, you're very welcome, and it's my pleasure. South Florida, Houston, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, CBS Sports Network, the Fertitta Center there in Houston, Texas, guys. Let's take a look at South Florida. Let's take a look at the Bulls. There's not much to take a look at unless you like looking at red. All right, if you like looking at red, we're going to take a hard look at the Bulls. We'll probably skim over a few of it, but first, guys, 8-11 on the year. Brian Gregory, he needs to get his program in check. They haven't won since January 4th. They've won one time in the month that is about to be over. If they don't win today against Houston or Wednesday against Tulane, it'll be February before they have a chance to get another win. All right, they've lost 4 straight. They've lost 5 out of their last 6. But that 4 straight, they lost to ECU, Memphis, UCF, and Wichita State. Their last loss came against Wichita State at home, losing 56-43. Taking a look at the Bulls on the road. Can they win on the road? No, they can't. They can't. All right? They have one neutral site win over Loyola Chicago back on November 25th. Since then, they've lost every single neutral site game. They've lost 4 straight neutral site games after their one neutral site win, as well as every true road game that they've played. They've played 3 true road games. They lost to SMU 82-64 on the road. They lost to ECU 62-59 in a very close game on the road. They also lost to UCF on the road 55-54 in a close game. They are 1-5 in conference play, in American Athletic Conference play game today, guys. They're 1-5 with their only win, which was a big win against UConn, beating them by 15 at home, 75-50. Here they are on the road today, and then they get Tulane on Wednesday. All right, taking a look at the Houston Cougars, guys. Kelvin Sampson, he's got his program rolling. 4 losses on the year. They lost to BYU and Oregon in the month of November. They had one loss in December against Oklahoma State, losing 61-55. And then they lost to Tulsa in January on the 11th, 63-61. All right, 3 of their losses have came by 6 points or less. Here they are at home. They have lost at home. They lost to BYU 72-71 at home. And they also lost to Oklahoma State 61-55 at home. Hopefully, reading a text message. Hopefully, yes. Taking a look at their program, they have lost at home. Home court advantage, not much for the Cougars. 3.1 home court ranking at the Fertitta Center. It holds 7,035 fans. It's 169th largest, so it's not on the large scale. 179th toughest place to play, so it's not even in the top one half. It's in the top of the bottom one half of the home court advantage. So not much there. You might give a half a point, maybe a point for playing at home. Taking a look at the line on this game, guys, 837, 838. Houston opened up as a 12.5 point favorite. It's still laying 12.5. Total opened up at 127. It was down to 126.5 earlier today, and it's creeping back up. It actually got as low as 126 this morning, and it started creeping back up. They got some buyback when it reached 126. It's still 126.5 at the MGM properties here in town, as well as the D Casino. Everywhere else seems to be 127. Well, when we give out a play and people go bet it, it generally will move the line too. That's what happens, unfortunately. Taking a look at both programs. The Cougars, they've won 3 straight. SMU, Wichita State, and Connecticut. They've lost one game since their last loss. Well, one game since their loss on December 15th against Oklahoma State. They lost January 11th to Tulsa. They are absolutely rolling with wins over SMU, Wichita State, Connecticut, Temple, UCF, Washington, Georgia Tech, Portland, and UTEP. Other than that, they're absolutely rolling. Let's take a look at both programs side by side. If you compare them on paper, you're going to find out there's a lot of red when it comes to the Bulls of South Florida. All right, South Florida, 47% from the field. They are a decent offensive rebounding team. 32% of all the rebounds come from the offensive glass. 31.7% three-ball shooting. 46.7% from all their two-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk. A piss-poor performance when it comes to free throw shooting. There's not many teams worse than South Florida when it comes to free throw shooting. All right, not many at all. Not many at all. Matter of fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams worse than them from the charity stripe. Those teams, South Carolina, Marist, Arkansas, Pine Bluff, UMBC, Nebraska, Army, and St. Louis, rounding out the bottom of the pack. All right? South Florida, poor offensive showing. The Houston defense, not bad. Fairly decent. Their offense, excellent. 16th best offense in all of Division I with adjusted efficiencies, hitting 49% from the field, 34.3% from out deep, 48% of all their two-point plays. That's the one category that they have been struggling in, and 71.9% from the charity stripe. Extreme low numbers when it comes to turnover. They protect that ball when they're driving down the court exceptionally well. 2-foul participation protocol, not much at all for either team. 1% for South Florida, 7.7% for Houston. Height advantage, about a tad bit over a half-inch height advantage for Houston. Houston goes to the bench for 35% of their available minutes, 28% for South Florida. As far as the side on this one goes, I do have a lean on the side of this one. I do like Houston laying the 12.5. I think they get a dominating victory at home. The home court advantage is not a big factor here, but I think Houston laying the big number of 12.5. I think they get the job done. I think they win 15, 16, 17 around there. So I don't see it being a huge blowout. That's why it's only a lean and not an official play. But I do have an official play for you guys. Let me get it posted up in the comment section. Don't forget, everybody, our big Sunday guaranteed play in the NBA today. You have to be signed up by 6 p.m. Eastern time to be eligible to get on it. It's only $50 guaranteed to win, or you'll get one of our next big guaranteed games free. And let me tell you, it's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a big game today. It's going to be a big day. 3 days of premium plays, $99. 3 days of my personal plays, $99. And if you're not aware, they have an absolute killer package that they just announced this morning. What it is, you get 1 full week. So you get 7 days. 1 full week of premium plays or my personal plays. You also get my next game of the week, which will be the middle part of this next week. You also get our Super Bowl guaranteed winner package, the second half guaranteed winning package for the Super Bowl, as well as the prop package for the Super Bowl for $250. Smoking deal. So you can get 7 full days of everything between now and the end of the Super Bowl right there. So don't miss out. Let's make it a great day. All right, guys. So let me get this free play loaded into the screen for everybody. Give me 1 second, just loading it into the screen. All right, gonna get it on the screen for you guys. Got a free play coming your way. Should be on the screen now. Free premium play today. Free premium play. Gave you guys a free personal play yesterday. So I'm gonna give you guys a free premium play today. In the game that we just broke down, South Florida versus Houston. Over 126.5 is when we put it out. You may be able to find 126.5. If you don't, you find 127. I'm sure you're just fine at 127. I'm sure you'll be just fine at 127 as well. So enjoy that free play. If you get 127, you'll be just, I'm sure you're going to be just fine. Okay. But if you get 126.5, even better. Remember, always bet within your means. Don't do anything stupid. And good luck to everybody today. Let's make it a great day. Get some quality leans. Hopefully we go 4-0 on the leans as well. Remember, everybody, we'll be back live tomorrow. We'll be back live tomorrow breaking down more games tomorrow. We have another quality day of games tomorrow. Not a huge board of games. I think we have 15 or 16 college basketball games tomorrow, but there's definitely some quality ones tomorrow. Wisconsin at Iowa, Kansas at Oklahoma State, North Carolina at NC State. Going to be some good games tomorrow. Alabama at Southern, Lehigh at American. Definitely going to be some quality games for us to break down and make some money on tomorrow as well. So good luck to everybody. If you have any questions, give us a call. Don't forget to get on board. Let's make a boatload of money together. And let's have some fun. Very welcome, everybody. Good luck, everybody, today. So let's make a boatload of money, and we'll see you guys all live tomorrow, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys all tomorrow. Take it easy, guys.